Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So we'll be speaking about Lindiwe Dube, and she's actually taking to socials that her marriage is about to end in tears. She doesn't want anything to do with the guy. It was something so nice when I saw them proposing each other actually last year, because now I was like, okay, this is nice. They're both established. What could go wrong? These are people that they did everything under the sun. They knew what to do, I believe. Having the perfect career, and then she is actually someone who's grounded, and he seemed to be grounded too. So now I was like, okay, for once we're having a cutie couple here. But now when she comes and saying that things are no longer the same, she's actually quitting, I'm like, good for you, because now other essence, sometimes we stay in the relationship and it doesn't serve us anymore, right? And for someone that is established like her, I mean, a presenter, you'd think that this is someone who's matured, who's empowered, So now you don't expect anything less from them. So now, hence I'm saying that it's good for her to leave the marriage as soon as possible, as she sees the red flags. Other red flags, they can't be fixed. They're just beyond. For you staying, it's for you to stay for 10 years, still counting. After it has reached bottom, you come and you count. He did this, I forgive him. He did that, I forgave him or her. It's something that is so endless and so unnecessary. So it's actually lovely for people to get in marriage when they are both established, because now you've got nothing to fear. You are okay with whatever process that's gonna go, and then you don't have to settle for less, because now you know your worth. There's nobody that has to come and say that you worth this, you worth that, and all that. You have to begazela and all that, because now you are fine, you are established. But the moment that you enter and you don't have much of power, I'm not talking about the other powers. I'm talking about power of handling yourself, taking you from point A, yourself from point A to B, where you don't need anybody to actually do that for you. You don't have to settle for anything. So now, other people are actually saying that it's boohoo that it ended early. For me, I really applaud her and saying that, good girl, for you to just walk away when it's still fresh, and then when you can still walk away. And then other things, as I'm saying, that we like to stay in marriage and then counting, but we know that you are not happy, and then you count and count, and then you have this bucket, right, when it's all over. Meanwhile, you could have just left in a silver piece, As she's saying, actually, this whole thing is so toxic for her, and then she's got a child. So now she's actually thinking about this child. She doesn't need any toxicity around herself, and then so it's actually restoring can I say, peace in both parties, because now this guy also will walk away fine, and she'll also walk away fine, because now there's no mahochana, that you did this, and then I hate you for this and that, and then the other years you did this, I hate you. We just need to stop with that. Gone are the days where we begazel and stay and say that he did this and then he did that. I remember the other year he did this. I remember the other year. Why would you stay and count and count and count? Why would you count? Meanwhile, you still can just walk away without counting. And other people are just counting non-stop. And thinking to yourself, okay, you have this stack of things, right? Where was love in this whole thing? Why would you love someone who hates you so much? Why would you love someone who's taking so much from you? Because other people they really talk about how much this person has taken from me, but they were still around, still staying. Why would they stay? Anyway, when we're still on that, there's this show in Moja Love that is talking about people going back in the homes of the brides, taking back the lobola and stuff like that. I want to talk about that. Why would a person go and lobola you afterwards? Maybe you stay with them 10 years, 5 years, a year, 3 months, they go back to your home and then they say they want their lobola back. The relationship is over. What was the lobola for in the first place? Was the lobola a prize for you that, okay, we are exchanging? As far as this person is going to stay with me, then you're going to keep this amount of money or amount of income, right? So now if things starts to go sour and bad, now this person is going to come back and take back income. Why would we allow such things to happen to ourselves? I mean, I haven't seen someone there in that show who's putting their foot down saying, when you won't get as income, you won't get these cows that you want, because now I went and stayed with you, I had a relationship with you. That's what I'm saying. Do we have those conversations? Why is the lobola being paid? Why is it there in the midst of relationship when someone is being a bride for someone, and then all of a sudden when things are not fine, a guy is given authority to go back to the woman's home and say, I want my lobola back. What lobola? Why would they give the person a lobola back? Because now that will have to mean women in South Africa, we've got a little bottle of independency, because now that will have to mean this person, if they do something wrong to me or they treat me in a certain way and they did lobola me, I can't say a word. I can't put my foot down and say, I don't want this. No, I'm done. No, I want to go back home, because now once I'm out of that door, this person is going to come back with their family, putting me in shame, taking their lobola. Why do we allow such things to happen today in South Africa? I don't understand that. This part of men coming back to the bridal home and saying they want lobola back, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. So now, going back to Lindiwe, really, I believe that she stands firm for most people that can't stand firm for themselves, because now thinking about, as I'm saying, that people think that divorce or separation is something that is what can I say, ilihlazo. Why? Because things end. As much as things come together, it's time for it to be finished. And there's nothing shameful about that. Why would you become shameful about your marriage ending? Because now you loved this person. Being married is because you love this person. You want to stay with them. You can't stand not having them 24 hours around yourself, or interacting with them, or being in their life, consuming them, like being in their life. All of a sudden, when you don't want that anymore, it's shameful that you don't want that anymore. Why is it like that? Other things, I just don't understand them. Why would we think the way that we are thinking? Why would we do the things that we are doing? Okay, we'll see you next time. Just if you want to continue with the conversation, you can just comment and say your mind about this whole thing. We'll see you next time. Bye.